Let's continue with chapter number 7 from your economics book of grade 9, and the name of the chapter is Indian Economy, Secondary Sector. And today we're going to start from the processing and recovery of waste. The waste, though harmful for environment, contain many such materials which can be further used as a source of raw materials in different industries. However, this requires proper processing of such solid and liquid waste. The productive use of waste materials and the recovery of energy from this waste are supposed to be an important part of the waste management. Most of these recovered materials can be recycled, and some other waste materials can be used for the, you can say, generation of energy or power. The solid or liquid waste containing hazardous chemicals should be detoxified and nourished, and you can say neutralized through proper treatment. The processing of or the treatment techniques can be classified into three groups. One is the physical treatment, chemical treatment, and biological treatment. So, physical treatment. This treatment includes prolonged storage of waste in sedimentation tanks and sludge drying in beds, etc. This process helps in the sedimentation and separation of particular impurities from the waste. Next is the chemical treatment. This process of waste management included incineration and with heat recovery. Okay, electrostatic precipitation, etc. This treatment is required for the complete breakdown of the hazardous waste. Now, what is incineration? And this process of treatment of solid waste implies is burning of solid waste in proper furnaces, as this process is followed particularly for treating the hazardous solid waste, say hospital waste or the chemical waste. Okay, in an incineration plant, and a minimum temperature of 670 degrees centigrade it is needed to incinerate all the organic matter and to oxidize all the foul smell gases. Okay, next we are having electrostatic precipitator. Precipitator. Okay, this method is generally used to remove particular matter from the air pollutants emitted by the industries. In this case, the waste gases are passed through high voltage electrodes, giving the particulate matters and an electric change, that is a negative charge. Okay, then this negative charge or the particulate matter are passed through positive charged the collector plates, so which attract this negative charged the particulate matter. As a result, most of the air pollutants such as ash, dust particles also can be removed by the industrial emissions. So next we are having the biological treatment. It implies a biological convention and of waste. On one of the most important process of biological treatment is composition. Composition is a process of treating solid waste that involves both the separation and bacterial decomposition of the organic parts of the solid waste. The end product, which is left over after such bacterial decomposition, is called humus. Next, we are having the disposal of solid waste. The solid waste which cannot be used any further are to be deposited off in such a way that they do not affect the environment. The most common method of disposal of the waste, solid waste, in sanitary, you can say, landfills, open dumps are supposed to be a poor method of waste disposal because they lead to environmental problems. As properly operated sanitary landfills is cause little damage to the environment. Each layer is then left for at least 7 days, as then it is compacted by bulldozers. As necessary insecticides are sprayed over on the top of the landfills to prevent the breeding of mosquitoes and flies, as the waste disposals in such landfills undergoes biological decomposition of waste materials. You can see in the picture also how the waste are layered one after the other. Okay, treatment of effluent. Effluents are the liquid waste discharged by different industries. This effluent contains both organic and inorganic substances. Hence, this effluent should be treated in such a way that the useful waste can be removed from this effluent. Primary treatment and secondary treatment and tertiary treatment we are having. So, primary treatment is at this stage the large floating solids like you can say plastic, wood, like that. Okay, are first removed from the wastewater. This method of removing the coarse solid from the wastewater is called screening. And along with this, the grint is also removed from the wastewater. The grint is a wide assortment of inorganic and heavy organic solids in municipal wastewater. Okay, then the wastewater is allowed to settle for 2 to 4 hours in the sedimentation tank, and the sludge which contain most of the organic solids is settled down at the bottom of the sediment tank, and this sludge is generally taken out for the further treatment. Now next we are going to know about the secondary treatment. And the wastewater still contains some organic matter after the primary treatment. So, a secondary treatment of wastewater is needed to oxidize, convert the remaining organic matter to solids that can settle down. At this stage, the wastewater is aerated. That means air is bubbled through the liquid. Okay, mixed with bacteria that would feed on harmful substances in the sludge. This helps in the decomposition of the organic matter and makes the water less infectious. Then we are coming to the tertiary treatment. The tertiary treatment is needed when the influent is discharged into river water, or when it is influenced for the irrigation purpose, when we are using the same water. Several impurities of the wastewater are almost removed at this stage. Next and the last point for the day is the drainage system. The waste management system in industries, areas and towns are included in proper drainage system, and this includes to prevent flooding you can say during the monsoon, to maintain a clean and hygienic environment, and to collect the waste water for proper treatment. In most of the industrial towns, a large city and large cities, we find there are two types of drainage systems. One is the wastewater drainage system, and the other is the storm water drainage system. The wastewater drainage system becomes operative by laying drainage pipes that carry wastewater from drain and collected by to the toilets, or you can say connected to the bathrooms and the washrooms, etc., to the treatment plant. And it is a closed pipe system accessible through manholes. Also, on the other hand, the storm water drainage system consists of such underground pipelines that carry rainwater or storm water to rivers, lakes, or wetlands. Inlets to these pipes are located near the industries, residential places, roadsides, etc. Hopefully you understood till this much. In the next video, we shall start with the importance of afforestation. Thank you.